Pretty sure that was the only thing. Um, but here's the thing: a lot of people don't care about if they're going to come back or not because guess what? They're still going to make money either way. Hi guys, we're back. I meant to have this game open already. Oops. Okay, let's try this now. That's in there. That's that. Okay. Oh, we'll press a million wrong buttons. Nope. I can hear it from here. Like I know there's no audio. Oh wait a minute. Oh shit, there is audio. Okay. It's just I had to turn up my iPad a little bit. I can hear it now. Okay, cool. Sorry. Audio is quieter because it's turned down quite a bit on the stream. That's just because like some people are saying the audio is way too loud and like they couldn't hear me. So I'd rather have it this way than that. I think I finally got my. I think the issues I was having is my own fault because I think I never had the mic slash auxiliary enabled. If I've everything I've read has always told me to turn that off, but I never read it because on Elgato's website for the Wavelink 3 or 1 tells you to have it on. So we're back on the road. That kind of sucks. I had to restart the entire stream, but it is what it is. So yeah, hauling doubles of what are we hauling? Oops, fireworks. We have fireworks on board. Okay, I knew it was dangerous stuff. I just don't know what it was. So yeah, now we're back. We're back live. I probably won't use the other like 40 minutes because there's no audio for the game. So and that's my own fault. So like like I said, I normally put my streams on YouTube after the first one I did. I probably won't. So it'll be a shorter one because that's cool. I don't know how they expect you to go 35 down a hill, but okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not gonna go 35 down the hill. It's just not happening. I'll probably be going 35 now. Okay, speed limit picking back up. I think we're in Colorado. Honestly, I don't know where we're at. Like I kind of want to know. So let's open up the map because I have no idea where we're at. I think we're in Colorado. Yeah, we're in Colorado. Okay. Oh, we started in okay. We started in Wyoming. I was wondering where we started. Okay, that makes sense now. I need to get some fuel here pretty soon. Like I knew this was a long trip, but I couldn't remember where we started at. Yeah, we started from Casper, Wyoming. It's like 528 miles down here. So, man, I'm pretty tired. I'm not really sure. I know why. Man, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream, man. I'm having a good time. I gotta grab my drink. I was like, man, I'm tired as shit. Couldn't figure out why. I normally drink an energy drink every morning, and I haven't drank one yet. I got home kind of late. So, how's your guys' Saturday going? You know, is you guys having a good Saturday, a decent Saturday? If you would guys like, that's the Discord and YouTube. Discord, you can get hold of me outside the stream. And YouTube has a bunch of random shit on there. There's games, there's me eating stuff. I'm gonna be doing more like mukbang videos on the YouTube and my TikTok. Um, I'm actually gonna grab the link for my TikTok and put it into a message like that, so I can link it in there. Um, It's also going on my Facebook too. So all my videos normally go on everything unless they're really long. Like the videos for streams don't, but everything else does. Oh, I don't know why I was gonna do that. And if you guys check the schedule on the Twitch as of right now, it says that I'm streaming Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. The Saturdays and Sundays, or those Sundays and Mondays, are going to be coming off today. I meant to change that, but I couldn't change it until this week. Then I was super busy, and so I couldn't change it while I was not busy. Plus, I forgot. That mirror is a little freaky. The is it 5? There we go. You're supposed to be able to see your trailer on both sides. And on the driver's side, it's a little easier because I can kind of stick my head out a little bit and see it. On the passenger side, I have to go like this to be able to see it. So, but don't worry, guys. We're still gonna be streaming. It's just gonna be a little bit less time than usual. I just got a lot of things going on. I'm trying to balance a bunch, trying to balance as much stuff as I can into basically one day. I got to pack a bunch of shit into one day. And I'm not even talking about streaming. You know, it's an Estes trailer in front of us. It doubles up there. I wonder if I'm pretty sure it looks like it from way over here. Or Estes, not Estes. You guys don't know what Estes is, they're in every state. Like, there's no way they're not. We're gonna run up on them. I want to know what it is. Well, we're speeding, but whatever. Oh, it's a Home Depot. Or Home. Oh, yeah, I don't think I have. Oh, I think I do. Yeah, Home Depot. That's just a weird logo for Home Depot. You'd think the whole trailer would be like orange, it'll say Home Depot on it. Home Depot. I was gonna use the Freightliner from John Ruda today, but then I realized he came out with an update, and I don't know if it's. I want to say it's out, but I don't. I haven't updated because I updated the truck not so long ago, and I thought that he already did the update, but I guess he didn't, and then he released the update. Holy hell! Oh, P Daddy, thanks coming in with a sub for 6 months in a row. Thank you, good sir. How are you doing this afternoon? I was gonna say evening, but you know. But I don't think he updated. I gotta go look and see if he updated. I'm pretty sure he updated it, but I'm not 100% sure if he did or didn't. I know he was working on it, but I don't know if it came out. That's basically what I'm saying. I appreciate you, P Daddy, for the sub for 6 months in a row, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much, and keep on grinding. Be on your grind. Those of you that use Stream Elements, OBS Stream Elements, for your streaming, if you guys didn't get the email, I just remembered about it. If you guys didn't get the email, you will get. There's an email this coming Wednesday. It's gonna be all of Stream Elements is gonna be down for like 3 hours. Doing good, brother. Seeing your YouTube live. and had to show you love. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, you were live. Not YouTube live. I was like, huh? Misread. It looked like a T for a second. I appreciate you, man. Coming in here, showing some love, you know. I always try to get into yours too, but I've been at work the last couple times you've been on, so I'm like, damn it. There we go. Yeah, so Stream Elements is going to be down for, I think they said up to 2 hours, but which is cool because they're actually, if you use Stream Elements, they're redoing all of their alerts. That's what the update's about. I was reading the email this morning, and the email said basically it's going to be down for 2 to 3 hours, starting at, and it tells you a highlight. Thank you for all those emotes in the chat, P Daddy. Thank you. It tells you, you know, like what time zone you're in, like, so it'll be specific to you. But they're fixing their alerts. Apparently, people were complaining about it, like someone would like sub or say something on or sub or tip or whatever the alert would be, a follow, and it wouldn't pop up for like, sometimes it wouldn't pop up for like 2 to 3 minutes. Now I don't know how it works. I don't know. For me, it seems like it pops up pretty quick because I see the notification, then all of a sudden I hear the noise. So he's throwing in tacos. He's throwing in all types of shit. Oh shit. But yeah, so people were complaining about that. I was trying not to hit shit. That's the reason I wasn't talking. But the next stream, I think we're gonna do some Fortnite. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what we're gonna get into. I'm also been thinking about it. I don't have it on my computer, so it's gonna take up a lot of memory because, you know, this game is stupidly big. But I was thinking about playing some Rebirth, some Call of Duty Rebirth. But that's like 150 gigs. Shit, I missed it. So I've been thinking about doing a little bit of, you know, a little bit of that because I've been seeing it a lot, and I've been like, man, I really want to play that. Gotta go smoke and do a couple things around the pad. Got you tabbed open and lurking, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you for stopping by and the lurk. Thank you very much for sticking it out and hanging out with me on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And P Daddy, once again, man, thank you for the 6 months in a row, dude. That means a lot to me. More than you think. More than you think. We're gonna drop the trailer here. We're gonna crack open this fucking Rockstar because this is what we do. Because you guys are rock stars. That's how we do this. So apparently I wasn't supposed to detach, which I'm a little confused about. New games would be great. Yes, sir. I've been, you know, I've been kind of following the thing a little bit. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That was weird. Yeah, new games would be great. So yeah, I've been really kind of considering it the last couple of days, but I just my thing was I didn't know if I wanted to put it on my computer because of how big it is. It's like 150 gigs, if not more than that now. But I played Fortnite that one time. We're gonna actually get back into that. I have a big rotation of games I want to keep playing, but I'm only streaming 1 day a week now. So it's gonna be kind of weird. So every now and then you're probably gonna see like, oh man, he's playing this game again. reality, I'm probably haven't played in 2 to 3 weeks. I haven't played this game in a while. I've been really wanting to play it, so that's why we're playing it today. But also, like next weekend, we're either gonna play like a Fortnite. We gonna play either Fortnite, Call of Duty, or like Horizon Zero Dawn. Those will be like the three we'll end up playing. One of those three. Let's take some swinging beef. So, I've been wanting to do all that. Oh, but yeah, like I said, we're gonna be some new games. I've been really kind of getting down on the Call of Duty videos. I've been seeing them a lot, like on YouTube and Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, man, like I'm I gotten better at Fortnite, you know, because I sometimes I'll play off stream. Like I will actually sit there and play Fortnite off stream. So, and I got some tips from a guy that's a partner on Twitch. When I was when I was gone, I'm not gonna say. And he was telling, like, I was telling him, like, yeah, I know I should play the same game. He looked at me. He's like, no, like, actually, he's like, I play whatever I want. Like, and he's like, I normally play Apex Legends, and that's just because that's something I really like playing. Like, I enjoy playing that game. But he was like, reality, you can play whatever you want. But yeah, so we're gonna figure out some stuff. Well, probably after the stream today, I will. I will. I lost my train of thought. I will probably install Call of Duty today, depending on how big it is. Like, I honestly don't want a. If it's really big, I won't. We need to get this truck a trailer. Oh, it clips through. Nice. I really don't care that it does because you don't really see it. So let's see if we can find a mechanic shop real quick. There's a couple things I wanted to do really fast. Okay, you would think there would be one here. Oh, there is. It's right there. Okay, we're gonna go do that real quick. We also need fuel, so let's go get that fuel. Trying to figure out what color we should paint this truck. Like I got a black. I think I got a gray, a orange. I don't know how close I am to this person. We cut the person off. I got a black. I believe I have a truck that's black and orange. I know I have an orange. I don't remember what the Roland 389. I just played that profile yesterday. I think it's 80. I think it's a gray. I think it's a gray truck. I was thinking kind of like a baby blue. And I only like baby blue. I was trying to change it up a little bit. Or maybe like a candy red. If I can find one. How much is all this weigh? Oops. Swinging bee, 40,000 pounds. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to start off that low. We're gonna take up both sides because we 50 feet long or 53 feet on the trailer. We're gonna slow down just low. We'll get some fuel coming back out. Damn, boy, cut me off, man. He didn't really cut me off, but he cut me off, man. Shit. It was a Volvo dealership. Well, slowing down, I put it in the wrong gear originally. All right, let's we're gonna fix the truck first. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's not the Freightliner. I thought it was for some reason. Hold on. There's the Summit thing on here. I don't know where it's at though. If I knew how to do logos, I totally would do one, but I honestly don't know how to do them. Where is it? I know it's somewhere on this freaking thing. There you are. We're gonna take it off. Apparently I'm getting charged $994 to take off what? Okay. I didn't add any. Oh, the fucking paint job. I didn't want this. This is the template right here. I just don't know how to make them. I really wish I did though. It kind of sucks that I don't. This is such a nice color, to be honest with you, but I've used it, so I won't use it again. Ooh. We're gonna look through some of these. Ooh. Kind of want to design, kind of like this. So just change the color up. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Pretty cool. I like this one, but I don't like the scratch on it. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. Some of them have multiple colors. That makes, oh, that's pretty cool actually. Does it change the color of the striping though, or no? No, it just changes the. So if we did this, this, I just want to see what it looks like, and that. Honestly, other than the blue part right here, the blue fender, it doesn't look bad. I actually kind of dig it, so we're just gonna roll with it. I actually like it, so we're gonna keep it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and it actually looks kind of cool. Just throwing shit together. What lights are these? Oh, it's those ones. Okay. Wait, can I put a? Is that what that means? Oh, up there. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I could do this one. Actually, ugh, this is so much money. 25K. Can I put lights on the very top of it? Now I'm just curious. Uh, Honestly, that look doesn't look bad. It's a different look. Oh, I can't put lights up here. I didn't know you can change the interior light. Aha, 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 aha. If you don't know that's from, you're too young. Let's spend all of my money and be broke like a joke. Be broke like a joke. I like the fact that now they added like what it says mod and it tells you what the mod's from. It's pretty cool. I just want to see what this looks like. We're probably gonna keep it because I don't want to spend all my time doing this. So yeah, all the actually looks really fucking ugly. Ooh, I don't like it. I actually don't like the top now. So I'm just gonna go like this. We're gonna go bring this back down. I think this is the better one, anyways. I do want to check one more thing before we get out of here. Oh my god. 9-inch straight pipe. They're gonna be in my fucking way. Is there a 7-inch straight pipe though? Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Oh, we should probably turn on the truck. All right. I could have swore I had this truck or this profile had a trailer. I think it does. I do. I have a step deck. Not really sure why I'm not using it. That's why I have that. I was like, man, I normally don't put headache racks on stuff unless I have like a step deck. That makes sense though. I do. I think I put it away because I don't think I was getting enough money off the off trailers. There wasn't enough going out for the flatbed stuff. Alrighty. $5.37 a gallon for diesel. $1,100 for 220 gallons. That's disgusting. Disgusting. Fuel prices, man. Fuel prices. That's disgusting. But I mean, I do have the realistic mod for fuel prices in the game, so it's as close as real life as possible. I hate how yeah, I hit him because he's next to me. I don't understand why, like in the game. Okay, so in real life, in IRL, you do not want to be next to a semi when they're in a roundabout. Because what happened in that trailer, what happened just now, me smacking that truck, is because I was one, I was getting over, but two, mainly is because the trailer was already in the lane. I just wish it would be like that in the game. Because in real life, you drive next to a semi in a roundabout, he'll more than likely smack the shit out you with his trailer or truck. Because there's not enough room to turn. Especially if it's a double lane, you roundabout and you're in the inside and he's on the outside. Yeah, you're getting smacked. So, so if you guys are ever in a roundabout in your hometown or it's a double lane roundabout and you see a semi, don't go next to him. They'll more than likely take up both lanes anyways. Right before they get in, they'll turn on their four ways, and then they'll shift over to the middle. So, but just in case if they don't, I wasn't paying attention, so we had to run that. There we go. Downshift in USA. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Probably shouldn't have my Jake break on right now, but fuck 'em. Oh, that was close to that edge. I looked in that mirror and like I was inches away from that wall with the trailer. Good thing is I didn't smack it, so. You know what I wish though about the game? I wish they would when someone hits you, I wish they would you want to get a fine. Not even like you want to get a fine for it. It doesn't make sense. But I think there's only one code in the game. Like for that, you can't have like two different codes. Like oh they hit you, and maybe there's not a code that it like identifies who hit who. It just assumes you hit them. That could be it. I mean, I kind of wish it wasn't like that, but you always turn off fines too. But I just don't really like doing that. It's not my go-to. Hey, how the speed limit just drops sometimes. So, you know, I don't want to sit here and go. That was weird. The reason I said that was weird is because that car was just sitting there, stopped, and there was no red light, no nothing. Like, see how the speed limit goes from 45, 40, and 30. Like, what the hell? All on the same street. Or we're going to New Mexico. Okay. I was like, where are we going? I think we're gonna get a modded cattle trailer, paid wear soon. It's warm in this room I'm in. There we go. Getting real tired of these freaking speed limits. There should be no speed limit in the United States. Joking. They're joking. Like, I know why we have them. It makes sense. Ba-da. Man, what's your guys' favorite music? You know, like my favorite music. Although my favorite music is hip hop, man. I do listen a little bit of everything though, for the most part. Not everything, but a little bit of country. Like I have on my phone, I have an iPhone, so I have Apple Music. I have 1,000 songs, a little over 1,000 songs on my phone, and out of those 1,000, I think five are country, and then I think 10 are like rock. I think the rest is like hip hop, R&B, stuff like that. And I just realized I was speeding, or I am speeding. So people, every time someone says I listen to everything, I'm like, you listen to everything. And yeah, I'm like, so you listen to gospel, classical? And they're like, jazz? And I'm like, no, I don't listen to that. I'm like, well, then you don't listen to everything. I listen between hip hop to rock. That's about as far as it goes, and a little bit of country, but very little. It's like I said, there's only like I think there's only 5 songs on my phone that are even country. And I don't think it's even five. I think it's three. And one of them technically isn't really country because it's made by a rapper, but has a country artist on it. So I should shift gears, but I'm not going to because there's this corner up here. So there's new DLC for the game. I just haven't bought it yet. The trailer DLC. I don't even know what the hell it is. I haven't been paying that much attention. They're like, I saw it come out, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll keep the Discord. Look in the Discord later on Saturday. This coming up Saturday, the 18th, on see what time I'm going to stream because I'll post it probably that day because I don't think it's going to be in the morning. I think it's going to be later because I have a tattoo appointment that same day at 12. And like I said, I don't think it's gonna. I talked to my artist. He said it shouldn't take no more than an hour. It's literally just some words on my forearm. So, but we'll see. Hey, how I hate the fact that we're only going 25. Really kind of sucks. Ooh. Just driving along, singing my song. Man, this road is windy. I don't like this road. The only thing that sucks about drinking stuff with track IR is you gotta move your head. I think this is the $1,000,000 highway. Almost positive that it is. Because it is. It's really I don't mind this highway, but I don't like it just because of how twisty and turny it is. And you have to go slow. Oh, and also, guys, if you're wondering if Track IR works on other games, it most definitely does. There's actually an entire list on trackir.com. It tells you what games in alphabetical order. It has an entire. I was trying to figure out why I was going so slow. It has an entire list on in alphabetical order on trackir.com. Like I know Armor 3 is on there. This is on here, obviously. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Like a lot of simulation games are on there, but there's also like racing games, and there's also games that are not racing. They're not even driving related. Like Armor 3 is a military game. It's like a military base game, and that's on there. Freaking hills, man. So if you guys ever wanted to check that out, just trackhorror.com, man, or you can look it up on Google too. I would assume like shooting games would be kind of hard, like not hard, but like a little bit to get used to because you gotta instead of moving like your finger on a keyboard, you're moving your head. But I'm assuming it would be just like VR or similar. This might be the last run for the stream because I was just thinking I kind of want to. There's a game I want to try out. That's on my Xbox. So. Actually, hey guys, would you guys like to see some Xbox game stuff? Like I do have an Xbox in here that I don't actually use. I was wondering if you guys would like to see like Sniper Elite 5. Like I haven't really played the fourth one or like any of the Sniper Elite games really. Well, we slow down a lot. Because that's another news thing we can. The only thing is they're you know what? They're story based, and I don't know like. There we go. I don't know how it's gonna work out now I think about it. Just because like I'm only gonna be able to play it like every so often. So I think story based games as of right now are gonna be kind of on the sideline. We're gonna play games that don't have to be story based for a while. Now that I think about it, so never mind on the on the Sniper Elite stuff. Maybe one day I'll bring it to the stream and stuff. But that's just kind of hard to do right this very second, just because of all the how I'm only gonna be able to play certain games. Like I want to play games without stories, so we don't have to continuously play that game every single Saturday for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or however long it takes to beat. So we're gonna. I just like as soon as I said it, I was like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So that's the reason why I kind of took it back real quick. Um, but like I said, we'll be playing some other like shooting games and stuff like that. I think Call of Duty we're gonna put on here as soon as the stream is over. I'll start installing it. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last run for the stream, guys. We still got 439 miles, so we got a good at least 30 minutes before the stream's even over. So, all in all, it'd be a 2.5 hour stream, just about. Plus, I gotta get ready to leave tonight too, and I gotta get finish up doing laundry and all this other stuff. But and then we'll figure out a game for next week. I think it's gonna be either Fortnite, Call of Duty, something like that. We might do both actually. I think when we do the Fortnite stuff, like Fortnite or Call of Duty, I think we'll switch between the two. Like we'll play Fortnite for a while, maybe an hour, switch to another game. But I'm not 100% sure. Or like maybe stream Fortnite for 2 hours, end my stream, and then restart the stream with Call of Duty. So it doesn't, because like for whatever reason, even if I change the name of the stream, like or the game of the stream, it doesn't change on the title. So like if it says Fortnite and I'm now playing Call of Duty, it just says Fortnite. It doesn't say I'm playing Call of Duty, even if I change it. But we'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do. I'm not 100% sure what game we're gonna play next week. Plus, I got some time to think about it. But I'm thinking Call of Duty and Fortnite. Since Fortnite, I just updated Fortnite yesterday, so it should be good to go by next week. But I'll check on Friday. Like I'll come in my stream room, turn on my computer, make sure everything's up to date on the games I want to play, and then hopefully an update doesn't come out like Saturday morning. That's happened before, where I'm like, oh, everything's up to date on Friday. Cool, cool, cool. It'll be like Friday night, and I'll get off the computer. Saturday morning comes along, and then there's an update for the game. It's like, what the shit? I think we're out of the valley for the most part of the hill, the $1 million route 550. There we go. We're almost. I think we're almost to Farmington, New Mexico. So I'm pretty sure we're almost there. I think we're on the border between New Mexico and Colorado. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. Hey guys, I got a weird question. My birthday's in January. Okay, so if you don't know, I normally stream on my birthday, but I think this year I kind of want to go somewhere, go out of state somewhere. I don't know where. So suggestions. I will post this question in the Discord too. So if you guys don't mind, hit that follow Discord exclamation Discord in the chat, and it'll pop up the link and then follow it, and therefore you can put your suggestion there, or you can put it in the stream before the end of the stream. I think what I'm gonna do is do like a poll in the Discord, kind of like, oh, I would name like 3 or 4 places, and then figure out from there. Can I turn from this lane? Nope. That was super illegal. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a couple, you know, like maybe like Texas, New York, stuff like that. I don't think it's gonna be New York. What's wonderful. I'm just naming off a state. Um, I've been thinking about Texas actually, going for like a little vacation. But I do normally stream on my birthday. But I think this year's gonna be a little different. Kind of want to do something, you know. But I've been thinking about because there's a couple states I want to visit. Because I'm actually thinking about moving out of state to a new state, and I'm not sure where yet. So I kind of want to go to a couple different states in the next year or two to see if I want to live there or not. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I realized I flipped the switch down after I changed the gear. There's a guy at my work actually. He's moving to Texas in August. He's from Texas though, so he's moving back. So he's moving back, and I was like, I would like to visit Texas. I think it'll be kind of cool. I just don't know what there is to do there. So if anyone's in the chat from Texas, you can let me know like what's there to do in Texas. I want to try a lot of the food. That's the main reason why I'm even wanting to go is to eat food. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. I was also thinking about going to Vegas for my birthday, but uh, I just was there not so long ago, so I don't know if I want to go back. But yeah, we'll see. Like like I said, I really wouldn't like to go on a vacation like around that time because my birthday's in January. Like it's not gonna be super hot everywhere, which is gonna be kind of nice. Also experience new places and new you know just new memories. You know what I mean? I think that's the main reason why people travel. Oh shit! And this guy needs to get out of my way. I should have passed him. I wish I would have passed him. We're also got to see how much money I can save between now and then. So, all right, we're gonna see if we can pass this guy. Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. If I don't pass him on this, we're gonna go around on the legal lane and pass him. Looks like we just entered New Mexico. I think I just saw the sign as around that corner. Oh, that's the air horn. Okay, I was like, that other horn sounds weird. Okay, we're gonna speed to pass him. I think this lane goes in. I think the right lane goes back into the left. There we go. We're slowing down. was gonna try to pass the tanker, but then I realized I was turning up here. Look at that. Let's look at the truck. This is Bert's trailer, Great Dane, or Bart's trailer. I always say Bert. I don't. Swinging Beef is in there. I was about to say I don't remember what's in there, but Swinging Beef. We're hauling it for sell goods today. They called and said they needed a load picked up. And since I was already in the area, I decided to go grab it. I don't know where we're going, so. So yeah. Yeah, So Goods gave me a ring a ring ding a ding. Was like, hey, we have this trailer that needs to go to New Mexico, and we're wondering if you're around. I said, yeah, man, we're around. We're down the street. So we went and grabbed the trailer, and now we're going down to New Mexico with Swinging Beef, like 40,000 pounds, I believe. Yeah, almost 41,000 pounds of Swinging Beef. It's quite a bit. Oh, we're driving through the night to get down to New Mexico in time for our appointment. What time is that? Thursday between 18 and Friday at 1:58. Oh, okay. We're probably gonna be pretty early. Yeah, we'll be pretty early actually. We'll be dropping off early. Yeah, we should call them here in a little bit. Probably it's what 4 o'clock in the morning in New Mexico. We should probably give them a call and let them know that we're doing this as a favor for them, because it's loading to get down here ASAP, and I told them I would be probably pretty early, so we should give them a call and let them know that we're going to be earlier than they want us to be. They said at 7 o'clock at night, and it looks like it's showing we're going to be there at 10 in the morning, Thursday morning. So probably, I'm going to wait till 5. I think the dock opens at 5 anyway, so we're going to wait till 5 and give them a ring a ding ding. Now, all of this is just for fun. Everything I've just said, if you guys were following along, but I'm actually going to call them, so. Ring a ding ding. And we've been running pretty much all night to get down here because I think it's an urgent load. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember if it was urgent or just a regular standard load. We got about 300 miles left until we get to our destination. So, shouldn't be too much longer. We're rolling in dough. Not really. We only have $22,000. And those of you that are wondering, I don't have any hired drivers. I normally don't hire any drivers, actually. Recently, I stopped doing it. I used to hire drivers, and I kind of just stopped. Maybe that's what we'll do one day is to have a whole new profile, and then just try to become like a big company, like a motor carrier, like some of the other companies like Swift, CR England, Schneider, JB Hunt, stuff like that. Maybe become something like that, and only use maybe an SES truck. But then again, I don't really like using those trucks. So. I wish SES would add a used market for vehicles, for the reason of well, I'm just talking about their vehicles, so I can, because I don't want to buy. The reason why I don't hire drivers is because like I don't use any mods for money. I only money mod you could say I use is the realistic economy, and I don't like using money mods. I really don't. I think it defeats the purpose of playing the game to me. So I wish SES would add like a used freight market for their SES trucks, like the Freightliner and all of that, the Western Star, and that way I can buy those trucks for my drivers and at a discounted rate instead of paying $200,000 for a brand new one. It would be like $100,000 for one that has like 500,000 miles on it. Obviously, the miles in the game doesn't do anything. You know, kind of wish it did. Kind of wish it would be like random breakdowns. You know, quote unquote. After so many miles, like oh, you get to like 100,000 miles on a truck, and then after a while, it's like oh, you need new oil. It's be more realistic. Oh, you're burning through oil too fast. Oh, you need to replace this. Oh, your tire blows out. And like you can still drive. Like in real estate, it doesn't do like realistic. Like your tire blows out in real life, you can't drive. Well, let's say you can, but you have risk of damaging the load. And then you could pull over to the side of the road, and then in the game, it does it like how when you pick up, when you pick up your own load with a trailer, when you back into pick up your own load, how it has that time of like that loading bar as it goes from, you know, it takes like an hour. Let's say that same loading bar comes up and it takes an hour for them to replace your tire. It costs you like $500. That would be kind of cool. It wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be like 100% real because it would be like, oh, your tire blows out. You pull over to the side of the road. An hour later, or oh, your truck's broken down. Same thing. You know, it's not going to be like, it won't show you actual damage, but it'll say, oh, and a little message will pop up. Oh, you blew a tire. Keep driving on it. You can keep driving on it, but you have risk of damaging the load. And then if your truck breaks down, you'll run it, like it's kind of like if you run out of fuel in the game. You run out of fuel in the game, you have to wait for it. You have to wait until someone brings you fuel, right? Same thing with that, but it's just instead of fuel, it's like a breakdown. But I think it'll be kind of cool. So SES, if you ever see this will be on my YouTube. I'm gonna try to tag them in it. Then it would be pretty cool to have that. I know, I don't think they can put it in just because of maybe they have the contracts with the real companies, you know, like Freightliner and all of them. Maybe and Peterbilt and Kenworth. Maybe that's what that's their stipulation. Like, hey, you can use our truck, but we don't want breakdowns to actually happen. I just wish it would be kind of not even like an actual like breakdown. It would be like it wouldn't be realistic. It wouldn't be like real life. Like it would be like, oh, it broke down because it's too hot, or like maybe maybe it breaks down because it has so many miles on it. It's getting old, you know, kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Or I don't think even the breakdown. Maybe just like the tires, you know, tires. Oh, your tire blew out, you know. Because it would add a little bit more realistic. And I know there's some I'm a real life truck driver. There's some real life truck drivers out there that wouldn't want that in their game because they're like, oh, you know, it happens in real life. I don't want that to happen in the game too. Well, give it an option to be able to turn it off. You know, just like you can turn off fines and sleep fatigue. Like I don't even have sleep fatigue on in this game because in real life it's in the game it's every hour and a half that you have to sleep. In game time. In real life, I think it's every 30 minutes in real life. Plus, the whole sleeping system in the game is cool, but it's not super realistic because like it's like oh you got to be there in 3 days and you sleep for 2 of those. You gotta sleep at least twice during those 3 days, and then it's like oh you're almost out of time. Maybe one of these days I'll turn it back on so we can be more realistic, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I think it'll be pretty cool to be able to simulate breakdowns and stuff like that. And like I said, it's not going to cause real damage. It would just be like, let's say you have a truck that's 500,000 miles, and it's like, hey, this truck broke down. Just like the reason why I have a used freight market, right? Used freight market, or not freight market, a used truck market, right? In the game for SES trucks. And maybe you know, the truck has 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles on it, and you pay less. You pay maybe 80 grand for it instead of 200,000. But it tells you before you buy it, a little box pops up, says, hey, you know, you're buying a used vehicle. Used vehicles can break down a little bit more often, and they are normally cheaper, but they have higher mileage on it. And it gives you that little saying and say, hey, would you like to proceed and buy this vehicle, even though, you know, and it gives you a list of things that can happen. You know, like, oh, you know, it can break down. You can, you know, lose a tire. That'll be kind of cool. Like they're adding cool, you know, SCS added some pretty cool shit recently. But they didn't add, like, they're adding cool stuff. Like you can lower the suspension now and all of that, which is cool. But it'll be kind of cool if you can do those kind of things. Like you blow out, like the tire blow out, maybe a breakdown. The used truck thing, I think that'll be really cool to be able to have. For people like me that don't use the money mod for any reason, they just prefer not to, but they want to start their own like super fleet at some point, right? And so instead of buying a brand new vehicle, maybe buy some used ones, you know, new to them kind of things. Or just like maybe you want to be more legit and play the game in a harder difficulty, and so you could buy a used vehicle instead of buying a brand new one. It wouldn't be as long. Hard difficulty as in like the money, the realistic economy, right? You add that to the game, then you buy your own truck for 80 grand instead of 200,000. Sorry, guys. See that right there? That's my fault, even though it shouldn't be, because he merged into me. Like I was in that lane already. I was already occupying it, and then they used to yield. They used to yield right there. And now they don't yield. I think they fixed it because people were bitching about, well, that's not how this game should work. And realistically, it should work that way because you shouldn't be merging in the side of someone because you want to not slow down. You are merging when you're merging with traffic. You're merging with traffic. Traffic's not merging with you. You know, that's how that works. Now, if there was traffic, it would be a little different. It would be the zipper effect, right? So that means one guy from the right would go in, that car behind him would pull up, another, and so on and so forth. Right, forward, right, and stuff. But there was no traffic. But realistically, you can't just merge inside someone because you wanted to get over. They're already in that lane, so technically, it would be your fault. But it's all good, man. It is what it is. Damn, that snuck up on me. Mm-hmm. Damn. I didn't do that. It wasn't me. I don't know who did that. Last time, I don't know what happened there. That guy jumped right in front of me, man. So because I knew why SCS couldn't do the physical damage on a vehicle on the Kenworth or anything like that, because that was in the thing. They could get damage, but they couldn't be physically damaged, right? So there's no model texture for it. But your truck can break down if it's so damaged it breaks down. Why can't we just have natural breakdowns though? Like over time, like things, parts start getting worn out. Oh, you blew a tire. Oh, you blew a radiator hose. Oh, stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool, and still give us an opportunity to turn that off for the people. Or sometimes maybe you don't want that on because you're like, I don't really want to fuck with it today. I'm gonna turn it off. Add simulation breakdowns into it at random, and then have a box on. Do you want them on? Yes or no? And then you could change it, kind of like the detours. You could change how frequent it is or how not. Maybe not frequent at all. I think that would be a pretty cool addition. And like I said, it's not going to cause physical. The model of the vehicle is still going to look exactly the same. But it's still gonna have those little breakdowns from time to time. Oh, you like, and all of that. It's like, oh, you blew a radiator hose, and it tells you, hey, blew a radiator hose. Or you ran it, like kind of like when you run out of fuel. It's the same thing. You call a mechanic, they come fix it, you pay some money, that's it. Have a tire blowout too. Have that be a mechanical thing. Or like, oh, you blew a fuse. You're driving down the road. Oh, a fuse blew. Or you doesn't have to do that. Instead of making it so telling you exactly what happened, just say, hey, something went wrong with the truck. And you could, like I said, you could turn it up frequently. You can have it really high, or it happens all the time because maybe you want to simulate you have a piece of shit truck and it's just breaking down left and right. Or you could turn it all the way down to where it happens maybe once every couple of days in game, right? Or if you want it totally off, you just uncheck the box. I want it off. I don't want to deal with it. I think that'll be kind of cool. And I'm not a programmer. I don't know how hard would that be to be able to throw those in. But I would imagine it wouldn't be super hard just because they do have breakdowns in the game already. You just have to have so much damage. I was going really fast. I didn't realize the on ramp was coming that fast. That's the reason why I was like. But like I said, I don't know how hard it would be to be able to throw those in. But like I said, there is already a breakdown thing in the game. You just have to have so much damage before it actually pops up, right? Maybe you could make that a thing where you can turn on and off, kind of like I said, detours. The detours you can turn those up or down. The higher they are, the more you get. The further down they are, the less you get. But I think it'll add a little life to it, and to the people that really want that, it'll be kind of cool for them. Because to be honest with you, the suspension thing is cool, but I could care less about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in a second. So the suspension thing I'm talking about is this. Look at the front end. The front end's lifting. Now the back end's lifting. You could turn it down. You could set it down. Now the back end's dropping. Front end's low and down. Cool. Like it's cool. It's a cool addition. I really do appreciate the addition. But at the same time, I can care less about it. See, that's stupid right there. That was one lane going into another, and he just decides to get over. Doesn't yield to me because his lane is ending. He needs to yield to me. They need to fix that. That's really annoying. Like a lot of like when the update came out, they said a lot of people have been asking about it. Well, that's cool. Like I said, it is a pretty cool feature for the people that for it's a cosmetic thing. It's not like to me it doesn't really matter. Like yeah, it's like I said, it is pretty cool to be able to lower the air and suspensions and all of that and make it look have a slam truck. But I honestly think people would like the other thing a little bit more. Some would, and that's the other thing. Some people are gonna like it. Some people are not gonna like it. But if you give us the ability to turn it off, then it's not really gonna matter because the people that don't like it can have it off, and people that do like it can have it on. Then you could change the frequency of it, right? Because they've already shown us before they can add sliders to it. Because that detour stuff wasn't in the base game. Okay, that detour stuff came in not too long ago, and they added a slider to the menu. So you could do the same thing with this breakdown thing and add a slider to it where you can turn it up like I want as much breakdowns as possible, or you can turn all the way down. So I don't really want that many, or you could uncheck the box and be like I don't want any at all. So that's something they can do, and they already proved to us that they can do that. Because if you go, like, I'll show you real quick. That detour stuff wasn't always in the game. And I know that because I've been playing this game since the game came out. Just want to make sure I'm lifting this up. Which one is? Oh, it's the back one. I thought it was the middle one. I didn't know which one was going up. But this is what I was talking about with the slider. So you go to options, and then you go to that's the wrong one. I think it's under gameplay. Fatigue, traffic offenses. You can turn like these boxes. Is what I was talking about. Detours. Turn it up to as much as you can. Okay, so you can't. Okay, so detours are always going to be in the game. Okay, I thought you could uncheck them. That's what I thought. But okay, so you know what I'm saying? Maybe add that to it. Give us an option to do it. I think it'd be kind of cool. And like I was saying, I think some people will like it and some people won't, and that's what it's going to be with this. Like a lot of things, right? Some people are going, to be like, "Oh, that's awesome," and some people are like, "Oh no, that sucks." But that's just the way it is. But the detours hardly ever pop up. I think I played yesterday and two detours popped up, and I think I played for two. I think I played for 3 hours yesterday. So two detours popping up in 3 hours. It's not that in real time. I can't see. I need to find a mod for this icon. There's an icon mod that whoever made it then updated, I guess, when the game updated. Because I haven't seen it since. But I need to find something to replace these because I can't see these white boxes very well, when especially in the mirrors for some reason. Like they're white, you know. If they were like a red, maybe I would probably be able to see them a lot better, but I can't see them in the mirror. Not until I get super close. And my thing is, I don't want to. I don't want to. Oops, wrong direction. I don't want to get super close and then like, oh, I was turning the wrong direction this entire time. Like be like way off to the left or whatever, when I needed to be to the right. So I think before we end this stream, we're gonna go look for icons and see if we can find it in the mod workshop together, because this is our last run for the stream. I am really hot in this room. Like I'm actually I'm not sweating, but I'm also have a fan on, but I know it's hot in here. My back is hot. And so that's why if you guys are always wondering, or some people may not care, but the reason why I'm always back up in third person, that cough is killing me, is because it's just easier for me to see. Since this is the last run, as always, we turn off the truck. The cool thing about that, it resets the air. So like, if I go like this, turn the truck back on, you can hear it lower. You couldn't hear it before because I wasn't that close. You could do like something like that. The front slammed. You do the back slammed. And then you can lift up the front. You know, I like it all slammed all together like this. On this truck, you can actually see it clip. See? I don't care. Some people might, but I personally don't. Does it not reset? No, it doesn't. That's weird because before it was. But anyways, so we're going to shut off the engine. Okay, so what we're going to do, shut it off. And we're going to drop the trailer. Get our money. Okay, $19,000. We're done with that. Okay. Oop, I just punched my headset or my mic. Let's go look for this icon thing together. Wow. I think this just got updated. All right. That's what I was looking for, is this. It wasn't last time I looked at it, it wasn't updated. Yeah. And so it got re-upped. That's awesome. This is really, so if you guys are wondering, this is a really, really good mod. If you guys don't play with mods, this is, even if you don't play with mods, this is one of the mods I would actually put in my game. Even if you don't play with very many, say if you only play like one or two, it's a pretty good mod. It gets rid of the white box. I am going to add this to I'm going to add this to my game as well, because I do have that. I do have John. That's for John Ruta's classic Freightliner, and I do have that. I don't look at mods very often, so we're gonna just go through this mod list real quick. Real world signs and logos. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. So you know what? We're gonna add it to our game. I'm gonna redo some mods here in a little bit, anyways. Give a fuck about that. No restrictions. I can get this in there, but I actually want to buy the one I want. I actually want to pay for it myself. So in real money. Anyways, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna be done with looking at mods because I don't want to get too far into it and be in like an hour into the stream. So we streamed today at 153 minutes, 4 hours, 903 hours total. Been playing this game for a very long time. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Next weekend we're gonna play either Fortnite or Call of Duty or both. I'm not sure. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next stream. Stay safe, and if you guys want to talk to me outside the stream, make sure you follow that Discord. That's the best way to get a hold of me and see what I'm up to, and we can chit chat. I will see you guys on the next one. So you guys have a good day. Bye bye.